YouTube doesn't pay a bill on my mind. YouTube doesn't pay my bills. Time to quit YouTube. I'm not making, oh, that's the other thing too. Like, because again, this is my drama miss, right? Where I'm going to talk about like drama, because it's like really the only time I want to acknowledge it, because like, I mean, that's how the view game works. It's just like crazy titles. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm not going to quit doing YouTube. Like, I will always do YouTube, like always. Everyone's like, time to give it up, time to quit. But I'm still standing better than I ever did. Look, and thank you for following me on TikTok, because TikTok is kind of where it's at too. So anyways, all that to say, I guess this will be my last video. I'm quitting YouTube because I no longer get views or money on you. No, I actually say the opposite. I'm actually like, this is the time where I'm thriving on YouTube. I feel like so many people have left YouTube, have shifted YouTube. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like, I love YouTube. Like, Moses just started a new YouTube channel, like ASMR. And I think it's like kind of everything.
Woo! Well, hello everybody. What is up? Happy Monday. It's Blim. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, no makeup on yet, but we're going to fix that in a moment. There's some stuff that I want to get into because Trisha is doing the most. Trisha Paytas, the god of Trollmas, is doing the absolute most, serving the children, and I'm finding it fucking hilarious. Honestly, like, Trisha is doing the absolute most. So Trisha literally just posted a video. I'm quitting YouTube because it doesn't give me views. My views suck. I'm quitting YouTube. And of course, you know goddamn well that that video was clickbait. Of course, Trisha is not going to quit YouTube. Trisha would never quit YouTube. Well, not until they're really old, not until something maybe happens to them that they can't continue to do YouTube or something. I don't know, but like, yeah. This whole entire video that Trish just uploaded was like a little makeup tutorial. Well, not makeup tutorial, because we all know that Trish is not a makeup artist, you know. But, like, just a sit down, get ready with me kind of video that they've been doing recently. And they're talking and talking about how YouTube doesn't make them as much money as it once did. But then they go into, oh, not everything should be about money. And that's not the reason why I do YouTube, you know. I do things like YouTube and making music videos to make memories and all of this, which fine, you know, fair enough. If that's your gig, that's your gig. You do you. You know, I really don't have any kind of judgment on that. But it was just funny to me because there have been some other things going on with Trisha on TikTok as well. Like, Trisha was just called out for pretending to be Jewish on TikTok by a Holocaust survivor. I'm like, this one is quite big. I'm like, wow, Trish, you know. So I'm going to put the TikTok in here.
Oh,
It's the Christmas tree in the background for me. I was rolling laughing at that. That cracked me up right at the end of that TikTok. Happy up. Oh, and there's a Christmas tree in the back. That made me piss myself. I'm like, girl, Trish. It's like Trisha doesn't even care about people trying to cancel them anymore. You know, they are just doing what they do, going with it, and just saying, you know what, I'm going to upload 65 videos a day, have my own little dramas, and you know what, I'm kind of here for it. It gives me something to chat about in these videos. You know, Trish, God bless Trish for not being afraid to make a fool of themselves, really. You know, that is kind of how I feel about it now. It's like, Trish is there and it's like, oh, everyone laugh and point at the clown. You know, it's become very much like that. Like, Trish is just now a circus for people to look at and laugh. I mean, haven't they always been, really? I mean, you know, yes, Trish has done a lot of things that are very bad, like, you know, lying about teachers, appropriating people's religions and all of that. You know, yes, Trish does a lot of bad, but there's also sometimes humour in it too. I don't know, that's just the way that I feel. I think sometimes with Trish, they do these things, you know, absolutely for the fact that drama channels are going to pick it up, talk about it. You know, it's Trish's name in all of our mouths at the end of the day. You know, and I know there are people out there who say, oh, can we stop giving Trish attention and everything like that. But some of the things are that shocking that they're funny, but also shocking in a bad way. You know, like taking other people's cultures, you know, pretending to be Jewish, all of this, you know, all this stuff that Trisha does, like either for attention, for views, whatever they do it for. You know, a lot of it is shocking, a lot of it is crude, a lot of it is bad taste. You know, it kind of reminds me of like a drag queen almost, you know. Just because Trish is like born female, you know, does that mean that they can't be like a comedian? Does that mean that they can't tell offensive jokes? I don't know. It's just interesting to think about in the grander scheme of things, you know. I don't know. I know a lot of people love to be outraged about Trisha all the time, and I certainly have been over here on my channel when they've done things like offending the trans community, when they've done things like blackface, when they've done things like being inappropriate with minors or lying about R-word, where they said they were R-worded by the teacher, Mr. Riney. Like, all of this stuff, you know, yes, this is all stuff where I've been, you know, completely outraged at Trish's behaviour. But there is also a lot that Trish does where I'm just like, okay, that was funny. You know, for example, the whole rabbit chair thing with Dakota Paytas. I thought that was hilarious. You know, and I'm probably going to get cancelled for saying that, but I did genuinely think that was funny because Dakota was funny. Dakota's response was hilarious. The next thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is Ariana Grande. People have gone mad accusing Ariana Grande of Asian fishing. Okay, so now when I first saw this picture, I didn't even realise that this chick was Ariana Grande. It looks nothing like her. Nothing at all, in my opinion. So people have been sharing their opinions on Twitter, as they do, you know, and we're here to talk about it. The first one that I want to share is this person who said they thought it was some K-pop girly. Because honestly, that was exactly what came into my head when I saw this picture of Ariana. I immediately thought it was a K-pop girl from a girl group. I was like, I don't recognise this girl. You know, seriously, like, wow. I genuinely thought it was a K-pop girl. Never in a million years would I have thought that that was Ariana Grande. Never. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that looks like Ari or not? I really don't. Really do not. And then somebody else is like, oh, only the master of the four races can save the pop universe. And then you look at these pictures and there's like a lot of cultural appropriation going on there. A lot. Like, there have been times when I've seen pictures of Ariana Grande and again not realised it's her, rather, because I've genuinely thought that it was a mixed race girl from like another girl group or something. Like, if you change your appearance that drastically, that you look mixed race or that you look Asian, that's a bit of a problem, girl. That's a bit of a problem. Like, you need to look at that one. Aside from that, the only kind of beauty drama that I'm seeing going around at the moment is about Kylie Cosmetics. Now, Rich Lux recently put out a receipt that Kylie is charging $15 for a little beauty sponge. $15 for one little tiny beauty sponge like this. After the Astroworld tragedy, You know, Kylie Cosmetics is back to promoting full steam ahead, you know, back to promoting. But if you go and look underneath the Instagram posts, all it is people calling Kylie a murderer. It's that bad, you know, it is that bad. People are like, we're not going to forget, you're a murderer. Oh, how can you do this after everything that happened at Astroworld? How dare you just go back to promoting makeup and trying to get money from us like nothing happened? That's what I'm seeing people saying all underneath the Instagram photos. There are all those comments. That is literally all it is. People calling Kylie out for Astroworld, for filming, calling her a murderer. That is literally it. But yet Kylie Cosmetics today are again promoting their Christmas stuff. Like, they really don't give two F's. They really don't. You know, and after everything that happened at Astroworld with 10 people losing their lives, you know, it's not like, oh, you're cancelled for saying a stupid tweet or for looking a little bit racist, or, you know, yes, racism is of course a huge problem, but this isn't something that's like a teachable experience, you know, like if somebody says, you know, something racist and then they apologize, they learn from it, and most importantly they actually change their behavior. I think that you can forgive a person, you know, talking in terms of like cancel culture. I think if somebody actually shows you changed behavior, then you can forgive them. But this, you know, Astroworld being that 10 people lost their lives, one of them being a little boy of 9 years old. Can we forgive this? I don't think I can. And also, I'm not the only one. You know, I'm seeing so many other people, as I said, on Instagram, under all the Kylie Cosmetics posts, being like, nah, you're cancelled, being like, nah, you're a murderer, no, we don't want it, keep your makeup, we don't want it, don't come and ask us for money. That's what I'm seeing all over the IG right now. So I'm like, can Kylie Cosmetics recover from this? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Kylie genuinely could lose her brand over this. You know, if people are really as bothered as they say they are on the Instagram, then Kylie Cosmetics might well sink. You know, I mean, we've got so many cosmetic brands that we can buy from now, you know, that we don't have to choose Kylie, you know. There are so many brands out there, indie brands, other influencer brands. There are literally so many brands. We are swamped with makeup from a plethora of other brands. We don't need Kylie Cosmetics. And this could really be their downfall. Well, I'm not going to be going to no Kylie Cosmetics looking for a beauty sponge. Like, I get these, look, a 3-pack of sponges from Poundland. £1 for all 3 of these. So you get the big foundation sponge, this medium-sized one, which is what I love to do my concealer, and a little tiny one, £1. So how's Kylie out here charging $15 for one little pink sponge? Forget it, girl. Makeup wise, the only other kind of new kind of tea that I'm seeing is Mitchell, made by Mitchell, the brand. He's coming out with some more stuff. Now, he recently came out with the Milk collection, which had like a big palette, like this kind of size palette in it. So it had a big palette like this, you know, one like this that's all kind of bright colours and everything. And that is coming for me for Christmas. So yeah, we'll be doing a review with that when that comes. But it also had with it more blushes in other colours, which are the liquid blushes that he does. Now, on his Instagram, he posted a sneak peek of his kit. And in his kit, there are more colours of the coloured liquid eyeliner, the graphing eyeliners. And I also noticed there were a lot more of these, a lot more of the blushes. So it looks like there's a lot more shades of these come in. So there's the tea on that. He kind of sneak peeked it a little bit on his Instagram stories. And that was just something that I saw. That's another kind of new release, possibly for early next year. So it's going to be more from the Made by Mitchell brand. His brand, I think, has done very well, like in its first year, in my opinion, because you go on Instagram and you see a lot of people using it, tagging it. A lot of people tag the Mondays by Mitchell hashtag as, you know, whenever they do any makeup looks, because Mitchell was doing those Mondays by Mitchell on Instagram where he was doing makeup and then followers would copy it, you know, all of that stuff. So that is what is going on at the moment. I'm going to stop this video right here and I'm going to go grab some palettes and go and do my makeup now, and I will see you guys on the next one. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about all the drama, and I'll see you soon. Bye.